It's week 2 of the NFL preseason, where depth charts and playbooks will be put to the test. It's the Eagles and the Patriots on Thursday night primetime.
You're getting a look at the most famous building in Foxborough. Opened in 2002, it's Gillette Stadium. With Brock Hewitt, I'm Kate Scott. Happy to welcome you to week 2 of 3 here in the preseason. Now, this is the week, Brock, where a lot of players, they're not just fighting their opponents out there anymore, but they're fighting each other for the roster spots remaining as we look ahead to the final week of the preseason.
Yeah, that's well said, Kate. And every coach will say the same thing across all 32 teams. Don't count numbers.
Yeah.
Don't look around the room.
Yeah.
Don't look at anybody else. Just worry about doing your job. But when you're outside the top 40 or so, you know it. You know you're on the bubble, and your performance in this game really matters.
Jake Elliott is out and ready to kick this one away. And another week is officially underway. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. So out come the Patriots, ready for their first possession. Leading them out, the 3rd overall pick in this year's draft. After a decorated career at UNC, it's Drake May.
Drake entered the league as a top 5 pick because he checks a lot of boxes. Just the way you want him. Tall, athletic, great arm. 1 year at North Carolina, put on an absolute show. And yeah, his 2nd year as a starter took a little bit of a beating and some question whether or not he was still a top 5 pick. The ability, there's no question there. It is now the consistency in taking care of the football that will be a big part of Drake's career.
Connects on the crosser. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
One play in, and already they're close to midfield. Now the first carry of the game for Ramondre Stevenson. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. It's a gain of 3 for him. That brings up 2nd and 7.
I know that may look like a whole lot of nothing burger on the stat sheet, but those are the kind of plays, that inside run, that you see creative play action come off of later in the game.
He'll run for the first time here with Antonio Gibson. And he gets him around 6 there. C.J. Gardner-Johnson there on the tackle. A solid gain of 6 there. It's going to be 3rd and just a yard.
Let's go. Bronco switch.
May now from the gun. Complete beyond the marker. And they make the stop. We're going to say it about the 37-yard line. They'll say he got 5 there, but Brock, all they care about is the first down that comes with it. Markers reset, ball at the 37. To the air on first down, May. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
At the Eagles' 45-yard line.
Let's go now. Let's go.
Another try following the sack. Henry on the catch. And they make the stop. We're going to say it about the 37-yard line. Eagles loading up the secondary. Dime look coming, 3rd down. On play action, here's May. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down. Patriots punt team coming out with former 6th-rounder Bryce Behringer to do the honors. This one's headed for the sideline and out. Look at the mark. They say it's at the 9 where it crossed. So here come the Eagles for their opening drive. They're led out by a QB coming into his 5th NFL season out of Oklahoma. It's Jalen Hurts.
As you're running onto the field with this kind of field position as a quarterback, you're reminding yourself and your huddle, hey, let's be disciplined. Got to be on the details here. Got to take care of the football. And also encourage them and let them know that script you've been working on all week, well, there's a lot of field and there's a lot of plays ahead of them to go and put a score on the board. They run it with Saquon Barkley. Breaks the tackle, still going.
And he found some running room for a nice gain. Call it 9 yards. Looked like a first for a moment. It's 2nd and 1. Trying an option play, headed left. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
It's easy for me to say up here in the friendly confines of the Booth Cape, but that was not the right read. And you hate seeing him absorb yet another hit at the end of the play. You never want him taking unnecessary shots throughout this game.
Throwing now, 3rd and 2. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Working across the middle, Brock, it is tough for anybody to make plays through all that mess, even when you're the biggest and baddest pass catcher on the roster.
But as a tight end, you're going to be disappointed because that's what you're paid to do. It's one thing for those undersized receivers you talked about. It's another one for these big tight ends. You are paid to make that catch through contact, and he couldn't do it.
That was the biggest 3-yard gain you're going to see because instead of a turnover on downs, Brock, it gets them a first. Barkley trying this up the gut, and he'll...
Menu narration option is set to off.
Head for a 4-yard pickup.
That is just a good, solid run right there. I know, that's pretty basic commentary, but sometimes football can be basic. It keeps you on schedule, that kind of yards per carry, and you move the sticks.
And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
That's the type of call that offensively, man, it just builds so much confidence. I don't even think they were looking to get the first down. Just get to a manageable 3rd down, but instead they move the chains, and that is one disheartening look on that defense.
And he's going to be brought down at the 42.
You know you love some of my buzzwords, kid. I know you do. And this one was about willpower. He got the rock a long way from the chains and put his teammates on his back for a heck of a run and a great try at that first down.
That goes as a gain of 25 yards and picks up the first.
Even with everything he racked up on that run, you could argue he deserved maybe a little bit more. That call was the perfect one to break for big yards. The only thing that saved the defense from a score was getting that contact to slow him down and eventually, finally, stop him.
This ball's caught by Uzama. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with 1st and goal. They're going to run with Barkley. And he's brought down after a tremendous effort just to get a couple of yards. Only a couple there, but still in good shape. Only 3 yards to go here on 2nd and goal. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. Has it in close. Touchdown, Philadelphia. So a touchdown on the board for them, Brock, as they start this game off a perfect 1-for-1 offensively.
Yeah, I'm going to call that scripting for success right there. Can't do it much better than that. And listen, when you script these first plays, you don't always know who the targets are going to be. It's really then relying upon what the defense is trying to take away. They couldn't take away that big old tight end.
Point after added on by Elliott. And the Eagles will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Elliott's all set for the kickoff. To return this, Marcus Jones. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25 after the return. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. The Patriots offense headed out for their second drive of the game. And they're certainly hoping for some better results here after that first drive ended in a punt. It's a solid 70-yard pickup on 1st down. Now they're going to have 2nd and 3.
It's a gain of 7. That brings up 2nd and 3.
From the 32. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Picked off by James Bradbury. And the Eagles have it now as he makes the 20th interception of his career.
A lot of defenders got some offense in their background, and it's been my life experience that they'll tell you about it. And right there, he put it on display. He brought in the pick and instantly became a runner, searching for the open field to add a little something to the return.
They get it right back. That's intercepted. And the Patriots are brought to a halt at the 10. Well, they were thinking at least a field goal on the drive if they couldn't reach the end zone, right? But the interception keeps them from even getting 3 out of this possession.
You really hope at the end of this game you don't look back and go, shoulda, woulda, coulda. If we could have gotten some points out of that drive early, we wouldn't be in the situation we are in now.
On 1st down, they'll start with Gibson. And they bring him down, but there's a flag on the field.
Holding offense.
So now, partner, got to reevaluate what to do on this next snap
Still
because the
first
holding
down.
call pushes him back quite a ways. The give inside to Stevenson. He's able to drive that pile about a yard. Brought down by Jalen Carter. Only a yard there, so they'll be staring down 2nd and 14. Operating from the gun, here's May. Has him on the quick hitter. And it's a nice gain, but still not enough for the first. Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2.
Brings up 3rd down and 2.
May. That's taken in by Henry. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. We've arrived at the end of one on Thursday night. Neither side separating much. Back and ready now for the 2nd quarter. It's Patriots football. They'll try to attack this deficit starting with 1st and 10. Short pass brought in. He's corralled after a modest 4-yard gain. Zach Bond with the tackle. All right, Brock, getting a look now at their draft class from this year, and some haters on the outside for this class, but I know inside the building, they're real excited about this group.
You know, one thing, Kate, I've learned, meeting scouts out on the road, especially on the college level, I talk to them, they'll say, different organizations, like, yep, this guy's a Raven. Yep, this guy's a Seahawk. Yep, this guy just fits who we are. The elite programs, they don't care about the noise on the outside. When they see a fit to their team and their organization, they go get them. And that's what I see in this draft class.
That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
You know, the goal on a lot of these short throws is to simply let the receiver create some yards after the catch, that yak. Well, I think he was thinking about the yak before he actually secured the catch.
Back to the air. It's May. Ramondre Stevenson makes the catch. And he finds space for about a 3-yard gain. James Bradbury up from the secondary for that tackle.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49. Another punt coming up. Bryce Behringer to do the honors again. Back deep for the Eagles, Britton Covey. Nice punt here, up and angled towards the sideline. So this one will go out of bounds, and they'll start the drive inside their own 30. Philadelphia getting ready to go on offense. And we've seen both extremes of this passing game so far, Brock. 1 touchdown and 1 interception on the ledger.
A home run and a strikeout. A little sampling of what works and what doesn't against this defense, Kate. Now, you got to try to emphasize those things that you found success on with that opening drive. Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
On second down, here's Barkley. This is ahead for about 5. Jabril Peppers bringing that one to an end. Defense looking to defend the marker on third down. Hurts. Goddard makes the catch. They strike for 23 yards. And that's a Philadelphia first down.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. Straight ahead, here's Barkley. And they love to see him fighting forward, but he only gets them 3.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
Finds him over the middle. And he's marked down, looks like at the 32-yard line. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a first down. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. They're going to go with Barkley on the counter. And they sent it straight ahead, but the front stops him after a gain of 3.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Escapes the pocket. That's going to be an incomplete pass on the throw to the right. Gonna have to wait a little longer for his first catch of the game. And that brings up third down. Hurts now from the gun. And the defender redirects that deep shot. Nicely done. Incomplete. So on 4th down, on comes the Eagles kicker, Jake Elliott, for the try. This is going to be a 46-yarder. The kick by Hopkins is good. And that will add to their score.
A dependable kicker, man. That is a coach's best friend. Saves him so much stress to have a guy he can really trust to go out and hit it from that distance consistently. Because from that far out, no kick is a guarantee.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff. Here's a return from the 7. And he's brought down just inside the 25 on the return. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. The Patriots offense all set to go. They now trail by double digits after that last score, Brock. It's 10-0 partway through here. Doesn't get much beyond the line, a yard at most. That's Nolan Smith there for the stop.